Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center, and got another nice travel trailer to go over with y'all today for under 20 grand. And today, guys, we're going to go over a 2013 Coachmen Freedom Express Liberty Edition. This is the 292 Bunkhouse model. This thing is loaded, guys. It's got a slide, outdoor kitchen, power tongue jack, power stabilizer jacks. You know, the Freedom Express, the Liberties editions are very, very well loaded. They're still lightweight. This camper weighs 6,300 pounds in total, bumper to bumper length, including the tongue, 32 feet 11 inches, say 33 feet. Anyway, guys, let's look it over. I'll point out the good and the bad. This is overall just an extremely nice camper for an 8-year-old travel trailer. It's value priced at $17,900. You got a power awning. Like I said, it's got the power stabilizer jacks, power tongue jack, makes it really easy to get off your truck. Aluminum construction on the frame. It's Asdale components on the inside. And tires look great. It's a nice camper, guys. This was a new RV trade-in. Traded in at one of the very few dealers that still sells me their new trade-ins. And we've got an outside kitchen. Now, guys, if I had to just, and I'm being just picky, and you probably don't even see it in the video, there's a spot of delamination on this cargo bay door, which if somebody wanted to take this apart and redo it a little bit, it would be an easy fix. I just don't have the manpower. But guys, honestly, I wouldn't even mess with it. I just let it go like it is. But it's got a really cool outside kitchen. I'm gonna show it to you the best I can because I'm so close to this one beside it, so I gotta be careful with it so I don't scratch the camper beside it. So I'll show it to you the best I can. And this is a full outside kitchen, so you actually got an electric refrigerator, Igloo electric refrigerator, and as far as I can open it, but it works, guys. I've had it on, obviously. Of course, I've got it turned up all the way. Inside here, you've got a couple of light switches, you got a sink, you got a Coachmen grill that comes out on a slide out tray. Of course, it needs to be cleaned a little bit. It is used, but nice little 2-burner grill top, cooktop. Real similar to the one I carry in my van. Plug-ins out here for additional components. Some overhead storage, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm kind of crammed in here because I can't open the door very much. Storage underneath the fridge for loose stuff. Drawer that comes out right there with a cutlery drawer. Pretty neat, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. If you've got family, that is almost a necessity, an outside kitchen. Especially when it's nice to come out here and cook breakfast in the morning for everybody and not have to smell up your camper, you know. I've always been a big cook. Me and my wife, we joke around, we cook more when we RV than we do at home. And an outside kitchen is something that I have learned is very, very nice, even though I use the inside kitchen too. But when it's nice outside, it's not too hot, not too cold, that outside kitchen's hard to beat. And also, when you're out there cooking, you get to know your neighbors pretty well too, because they still smell that food cooking. They always want to come over and talk to you, get to know you a little bit, hoping you'll invite them to eat some. So that's why we love RVing, guys. It's one part of it's just meeting other fellow RVers. Got an outside shower. It's got 30 amp electrical service, and this is one of the few campers I'm close enough to hook to shore power. Got a black water flush. You know, these are very, very well loaded. And these things brand new, even back then, were 40 grand. And of course now they're quite a bit, they're a little bit more now. Like all new RV prices, MSRP prices have shot up in the past 18 months, almost 20% on average. So quite a bit more money now if you bought a brand new 2021 or 22 model. And honestly, this is probably better build quality as well. So the power tongue jack works great. I don't have them on, but it's got the little LED headlights on the front. Twin propane bottles. Wait till you see the inside. This is a clean, camper. Great family floor plan. Let's take a look. And I've had this one on for a while. I was going to try to shoot this thing around lunchtime, but like it always does, it's 5 o'clock now and I'm just getting started on it. So it's been plugged up for 5 hours with the air on and the refrigerator on. So needless to say, guys, everything's pretty much at temperature. That's just story of my life. Nice open common area right here, or your living area. You've got a table booth. This is actually a big booth that'll sleep 2 adults versus the smaller booth that will only really sleep 1 adult or 2 kids. You got a pull-out sleeper sofa, place for a TV. You got a little touchscreen radio, alarm clock, which who wants an alarm clock in a camper or an RV? Cabinetry's really nice. Got the glass front cabinets. Front bedroom, you got his and her entrances with solid sliding doors for privacy. This TV, if you put a TV in it, will also rotate around. You can see it from the bedroom instead of the living room too, so it's a dual purpose if you want to put a TV in it. Queen Island bed. You've got mini closets on each side. Storage underneath the bed. Everything looks clean. It looks good. You got speakers everywhere. Plenty of duct work for the AC. I mean, this AC, guys, is look at this. Boom. And a good amount of airflow. Look at that. Of course, I know it's not 90-something degrees outside like it has been, but still in the low 80s right now. Refrigerator is, we'll look at that here in a minute. Look at this stovetop, guys. They obviously did their cooking outside because that thing that hadn't been used, it don't look like. Oven too, it's clean. Microwave. It's never been used because they've never unpacked the turntable from the microwave, and that's OEM microwave for a 13 Coachmen too. It's got the solid surface countertops, which is nice. Got the LED accent lights, crank up TV antenna. But now the rest of them are just regular standard bulbs. You just got these specialty lights. I like this skylight too. It's got a skylight I've got shut right now, but it's got a little skylight to go over your table. It has a 15,000 BTU ducted refair, which obviously works great. Refrigerator. Yeah, it's been on for 5 hours, and it probably still needs a couple of hours to go before the refrigerator gets down there, but you can see, guys, it's 62, so it obviously works. Freezer is already at temp, but like I said, it's a 7 or 8 hour ordeal, and every fridge is a little different. You see we're -11 in the freezer, so that obviously works and it's clean. So it still needs a couple hours for that refrigerator to get cold. In fact, some RV refrigerators can take up to 24 hours for the fridge to get to operating temp. And we're pretty level right here too, so. And you never want to run one of those. A little off level is fine. If you run it really off level, you can actually, not only will it not get as cold, but it also stands a chance of what they call vapor locking. And that's where bubbles get into the ammonia gas that circulates back of the fridge to create the coldness for it. And basically to stop working, and you actually have to take the refrigerator out. A lot of dealers will tell you got to replace the cooling unit, but you don't when it vapor locks. You can take the refrigerator out, which anybody with half common sense can do themselves in 20 minutes. I mean, a refrigerator is not that hard to take off. You just got to cap your propane line out. I've done it myself many times, but you pull it out, set it on its side for 24 hours, upside down for 24 hours, right side up, or excuse me, 12 hours, right side up for 12 hours, and then put it back in there, hook everything up, but wait about another 12 hours before you turn it on, and that 9 times out of 10, that will free up your vapor lock, and you don't have to replace the cooling unit. It's called burping. But anyway, guys, I've done it myself before. In fact, I did it on my motorhome when I first got it, my current motorhome, and it works fine. In here, guys, you've got a RV toilet. You've got a stand-up shower and a tub, which obviously you're going to have kids with this floor plan. Skylight looks great, no smoke or pet odors. Everything looks good in here. Vent fan. Rear bedroom. Bunkhouse. You've got a privacy curtain. You've got some shelving right here. You've got a place for a television and Xboxes or whatever else you want to carry with you. You've got a bunk down here, a bunk here, and a bunk up here. This mattress is probably not going to be the original mattress. They put one that's a little bit bigger, but it's folded over. So, I mean, it's fine once you lay on it, but if it really bugs you, you might want to get a new mattress or stick you an air mattress up here or something like that. But 220-pound capacity on each bunk is what it's rated for. Clean camper. A bargain priced at $17,900 while it lasts. And of course, guys, it's checked out. It's ready to go. I've checked the air. The refrigerator's getting cold. Slide outs work. All you got to do is come in, pay for it with certified funds. You can hook your truck to it and take it home. If you need assistance with your safety equipment like weight distribution, hitches, sway control, give us a call. Of course, everybody before they camp or shop should go ahead and make sure they have a brake controller and the 7-way RV plug installed in the back of their truck or SUV that they're going to be towing with. That's something everybody should have before they even start camper shopping. And of course, everybody should know what their tow vehicle is rated to tow. You know, we have a tow guide in the video description below that's free to use. Even if you don't buy a camper from us, you can still look up what your vehicle can tow, the poundage, and you can push a button on the right-hand corner after you find what your vehicle can tow. It'll show you every towable RV I have on my website that you can tow. And keep in mind, guys, I still got a few campers left to shoot that's not on the website. I just wanted to go ahead and shoot this one since it was one of the few that's close enough I can plug up. And it's nice for the money, especially $17,900. Bad thing is, 6 months ago this camper would have been $24,000. But got a really good deal on this one. Got in some very nice campers, several of them under $20,000, and this is probably one of my favorite picks for this price range. If you're interested in it, guys, give us a call at 706-965-7929. Let me know in the comments what you think about this floor plan, about the condition of this one for the price. It's a 292 BHS Freedom Express Liberty Edition. So it's a Asdale aluminum frame, slide out, sleeps 9 if you want to carry that many people with you. But let's just say it has the capability to sleep up to 9. Most 9 people in a 33-foot camper would be pretty chaotic, to say the least. So, but I mean, this is great for a family that's got a couple kids or 3 kids, and maybe they have an occasional friend that goes with them or relative. I mean, it's also hunting season's just around the corner, guys. I mean, so in here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate beds. Because no guys like to bunk together. I'm sorry. I know sometimes it's necessary in hunting camp, but you know, that's not something I ever enjoy doing. Of course, you know the old saying, what happens in hunting camp stays in hunting camp, but you know, but nothing like that. But it's a neat camper, and I like the fact you got 6 separate beds. Sleep everybody. You got an outside kitchen and an inside kitchen, because honestly, guys, if you've got 9 people, it would be kind of handy to be able to cook 2 different places at once. Plus having that extra refrigerator outside too is handy for drinks and overflow from your main fridge. Anyway, guys, if you got any questions about it, give us a call, 706-965-7929. If you're interested in buying it or seeing if you can buy it, give us a call. We do have financing available with approved credit, and as always, especially in this price range, always check with your bank or credit union to see what kind of loans they offer for campers, and see how they compare to what we can get done on it. Sometimes they beat us, sometimes we beat them. We make no profit on financing, guys, so it doesn't matter to us if you go through one of our lenders or one of yours. It's entirely up to you. And it's always good to do that. Even if you don't buy from us, you buy from somebody else, you always need some kind of basis of comparison, guys. The worst thing you can do is go in with no idea what current rates and terms are on campers, guys. That's the absolute worst thing you can do, is go into a dealership with no knowledge of the current rates and terms on used RVs, which you can easily look up online. And put a payment calculator on your phone so you can look up payments. Don't worry, don't ever negotiate by payment, guys. Negotiate by the amount financed with these corporate RV dealerships. They really push the payment because they can make the most profit for payment shoppers and people who are actually smart and looking at, hey, why am I financing $31,000 for a camper that's $17,900? You know, that's the ones they hate. So, you know, because they try to upsell you this. They add all these fees. They try to upsell you extended warranties and service contracts and exterior interior protection packages and gap insurance, all that stuff. They price you on payment. They pull out a menu, say, all right, for this amount of money a month you get this and this. This amount of money, this amount of payment per month you get this, 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 and this. And you get 4 or 5 choices there, but all that stuff's marked up 4 or 5 times dealer cost. But they don't tell you what the cost is. They just tell you what the payment, how much it raises your payment. That's how they get you, guys. And you'd be surprised how many people go in, owe 30 grand on something priced $17,900. Here, you don't have to worry about it. We have no upsells. We have no dealer interest rate markup. Banks let other dealers mark interest rates up so they can make additional profit, which can add up to thousands of dollars over the life of an RV loan that you're paying extra in RV payments, and the dealer's keeping about 3/4 of that. And the bank keeps the rest, and it's 100% legal. You know, what it is, when you go to a dealership's finance department, you don't know the rate. They're dealing directly with the banks they go through that they have a relationship that you have no relationship with. They're talking to the lender directly. You're not. All you know is what they tell you. So they're getting you approved at a lower rate, but that dealer's marking that interest rate up and putting it on a loan contract, and the bank's letting them do it and letting them keep the majority of the money. And the bank makes some too. That's why they let dealers do it, because they still get a piece of the pie. But guys, it's absolutely ludicrous, and that's the new dealer pricing policy. It's not as front end anymore, which is profit on the actual cost, dealer cost, versus what it's sold for. It's now these corporate dealers, they care more about making $10,000 or $12,000 in profit off of you on the back end, which is money made from marking rate up, from selling upsells, and then adding it to the loan. And not only they got the dealer markup on the upsells, but they're also a double whammy because they've got the interest rate marked up, and you're financing that much more. They're making that much more money, because the more you finance, the more that the dealer's making off of you in interest. So that's why so many people are so mad after they buy the unit when they find out actually how much they owe. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. Especially places, the corporate dealers like Rip Off World and these other places. That's how they make their money. Remember, guys, no big dealer gets big by giving everybody fair deals. A big dealer gets big by maximizing profit on everybody that buys. And especially right now with the inventory shortage, guys, they're not giving you breaks on anything. If it doesn't make the max amount of profit, they've got 4 other people wanting to buy the same RV that will pay more and sign up for more upsells than you will. If you don't do what they say, they'll just tell you, nah, we sold it to somebody else. And yes, guys, it happens. They can pick. That's why right now, guys, if you plumb in with cash money, these big corporate RV dealerships, they want to charge you more for cash than if you go through their finance department. And they'll come up with some kind of bogus rebate if you go through their finance department that's included for the advertised price, but there's no rebate, guys. When you're making $8,000 or $10,000 on finance, and you can afford to give a customer a $2,500 rebate of that and still be killing them on ripping them off out of that 8 or 10 grand. And that's why, guys, so many, worst thing you can do is say, hey, I got cash money when you go to a corporate RV dealership, because then you're put to the back of the line. A lot of times I've heard stories of salespeople just turn around walking off and tell them they had a previous appointment, but hang tight and they'll get with you, and they'll just kind of give you the cold shoulder till you leave. Because they don't make money on cash, the money they do on cash customers like they do on people who finance. And guys, you know, we've been doing this 53 years. I personally been in this industry for 25 of those. I've worked for the dealerships like Rip Off World. I know how they operate. They trained me, and I grew a conscience, and I left. I came back here. And I've been involved in every aspect of this business, from buying and selling RVs to transporting them to working on them to advertising, obviously. And I call it like I see it, guys. And I go on a rant sometimes, but I try to give everybody information, because even if you don't buy from us, which I really wish you would, but I understand, you know, a lot of people don't. They find something they like better, or better price, or whatever. At least I'm giving you information to keep you from getting ripped off. Because one thing I learned, guys, is what goes around comes around. And that's something I learned a long time ago. And if you're nice to people, you help them out, even if they're not a customer of yours, you never know. They might send somebody your way, or they may trade in one day they bought somewhere else. And, you know, that's why I try to give you this information that nobody else on YouTube will give you. And that's to help protect you, and hopefully maybe one day make a future customer out of you, or at the very least for a future friend out of you, at least saving you some money. And I could write a book about the things I learned at Rip Off World that would absolutely shock most of you, but the things they taught me. And I was only there a few months. Imagine if I stayed there for a year or two. I'm sorry, guys, I can't, you know, the money's great there. The salespeople make serious bucks. But I mean, I like to be able to look myself in the mirror in the morning when I'm getting ready without feeling ashamed. And that's something you can't do up there, what they're doing to people. And it's everybody. It's not just one or two here or there, guys. It's everybody. I mean, all they do is shuffle money around, make you feel like you're getting a good deal, but you're getting ripped off when you figure up everything total. So I guess some people can sacrifice their morality for a paycheck. I can't. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it, and hope I didn't bore you too much. But again, let me know in the comments what you think about this Freedom Express. I like it for the money. I think it's a nice camper. I think it would suit a lot of people's needs and budget. Let me know you're coming, or let the salespeople know you're coming. I'm not in sales, I do the marketing, but let them know you're coming, that they can run power over here to it, turn the air conditioner, fridge, and freezer on, because like I said, it can take 6 to 8 hours on average, but sometimes it can take longer than that for an RV refrigerator to get to operating temp. Usually though, when the freezer starts getting cold, then 99% of the time the refrigerator works. It just takes a few hours to catch up. And this one obviously works, guys, because you saw it was in the low 60s. In fact, it may have gotten colder. It's been a few minutes since we was looking in it. Let's see. Of course, I know it depends on where you're at on the fins, but I mean, it obviously works. I don't think it'd be 61 degrees when it's 80 something degrees outside. It was hotter than that in here when I first come in here, turned everything on. So we're good, and we guarantee that to work anyway. But thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you smash me a thumbs up, comment, share on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo, and like the Facebook page as well. If you got any questions, call us at 706-965-7929. We do also offer delivery service, and we have, again, financing with approved credit and down payment with no dealer interest rate markup. So if it's something you think you're interested in, give us a call. Obviously, call before coming to look. Make sure it's available. You know, we're selling a bunch of campers right now under 20 grand. I'll look for this one to sell very, very quickly. This is a nice camper, guys, and I know I've said that a couple times, but for a 13, they just don't come much cleaner than this for a 13 model. For 17.9 in the current market. But thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.